welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today's video is one that I think is extremely useful. I know that a lot of people don't really wear makeup to the beach, and I am not a huge makeup beach person at all, but there are times that we go to the beach that we're with our friends, that it's a party, that we're at a pool party. Now there's just different instances that normally you would not wear makeup, but you kind of want to wear makeup because you know that you're going to be all over Snapchat, you know you're going to be taking Instagram pictures, you know that you're gonna be on Instagram story and you're gonna be all over social media, and you still want to look good. You don't want to look like you just rolled out of bed. You want to look somewhat put together, but not like you're trying so hard. You just want to look naturally flawless, right? So for instances like those, this is the look that I came up with. This is what I personally do when I know that I'm gonna be at the beach and I'm gonna be taking pictures or I'm gonna be Snapchatting. As crazy as that sounds, guys, social media has taken over, and let's be honest, nobody wants to look like crap on their friend's Snapchat. Like, it sucks. It sucks, it sucks. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. This is an honest channel, guys. Nobody likes to go through Snapchat the next morning and see a picture on their friend's Snapchat and be like, oh my God, that's me. Oh my God. So as funny and silly and crazy and stupid as it might sound, these are things that I feel like a lot of us actually think about. But obviously, we don't want to go to the beach with a full face of foundation and, get splashed in the face, and then for the rest of the day you have like drips in your foundation, or it starts to break up from getting wet, or you start to sweat and like it's just running down your face. Like, nobody wants to be that person either. We just want to look good, guys. We just want to look and feel good without melting away. So if you're interested in seeing my beach makeup routine, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay guys, so the first step is to hydrate your skin. Whether you're gonna wear a lot of makeup, a little bit of makeup, it doesn't matter. You need to hydrate your skin. I cannot stress that enough. Even if you're oily, there's a difference between oil and water. Water is hydration, so you need to hydrate your skin. I love this Badescu spray just because it's super simple, it's super easy, you spritz it all over, it smells so good, and it's so hydrating. It feels so nice in the skin. So now I'm going to go ahead and use some of my Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love this primer, even for beach makeup, because it's not heavy, it's very lightweight, and it's very moisturizing and nourishing, and it's going to put down a nice base for our makeup to stick to. Remember, we're going to be all day in the beach, we're going to be in the sun, we're going to be in the water, so you want a nice base for your makeup to stick to. You always want to make sure that you use a primer when you're going to the beach. I like this one because it's lightweight and it's not going to make the face look cakey or heavy. So now I'm going to go ahead and make a little concoction for my base makeup. I'm going to take the Clinique Moisture Surge moisturizer. It's kind of like a gel-like formula, so it absorbs into the skin so nicely. And then I'm going to take this Bare Republic sunblock that I get at Target, which is really nice because it has like a nice powdery finish, so it doesn't make your skin feel oily or leave like a weird residue on your face. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my L'Oreal True Match Lumi. Whenever I do this, I like to use an illuminating foundation. You don't have to if you want to, but I definitely recommend it. If you don't like L'Oreal True Match Lumi, you can also go for L'Oreal Pro Glow or Armani Luminous Silk. Those are the ones that I go between, but today I just decided to use L'Oreal True Match Lumi. So as you can see, I put one pump of foundation, a little bit of the moisturizer, and a little bit of the sunblock in this little metal plate, and I'm going to mix it up with a little spatula that I have here. Normally, I just put 3 drops of the 1 drop of the 3 things on my fingertips and rub it together in between my hands, and then just go straight into my face. But for the sake of this video, to make it look a little more organized, I went ahead and did it on this fancy little plate that I'm mixing up on. So once I'm done mixing it all together, I'm just going to dot a little bit onto my face, which you're going to see right now, and then I'll go ahead and start blending it out with my fingers. What I love about this is since we mixed in both the sunblock and the moisturizer, this absorbs right into the skin as if it was a sunblock or a moisturizer. Basically what we create by doing this is kind of like a tinted moisturizer, but we have more control. We can make as much coverage as we want. We can leave it as light coverage as we want. I keep it at a pretty light coverage because I don't like to put too much, so I don't put a lot of foundation in the mix. So now I'm going to go ahead and start to conceal. I'm going with the Sephora Gel Serum Concealer. I really love this concealer. It blends out so easily. It has like a really nice light to medium coverage. It's nothing too crazy. I do not like to use a full coverage for this. Again, we're trying to keep this looking natural. So I like this because it's a very light coverage foundation. Once I put it down in all the places where I have any type of blemishes, any redness, and as you saw, I put a little bit right under my eyes just to cover up any darkness I may have. I'm just taking a synthetic brush and pressing it into my skin, as you can see. Now let me forewarn you with this concealer, I love this concealer, but if your under eyes are really dry, it does kind of tend to grab onto any dry patches on the skin. Like this day, it's kind of hard to tell in this video, but my under eyes were a little bit dry and it gave me a little bit of an alligatory skin type look. So if you're somebody that suffers from dry under eyes, I would not recommend this for the under eye area, this concealer. A good concealer to go for would be the Maybelline Fit Me or the Tarte Rainforest of the Seas. Those are both pretty light to medium coverage concealers that don't patch onto the dry patches as much as this Sephora one does. So you can totally skip the step that I'm doing right now, but if you finish blending out your concealer and you feel like some places on your face look a little bit too white, because sometimes, you know, usually we use a concealer that's a little bit lighter than our skin, I just go into a little bit of my leftover concoction from before with another synthetic brush, and I'll just put a little bit right on top of the areas that I feel look a little bit too light. So now that we're done with the basic face makeup, we're going to move on to brows, which is the second most important thing in this look. I'm using the Benefit Kabrow pomade. I already did one eyebrow, and I'm going to start to do the other one here now. I like to use this product because, as you can see, I don't have naturally fabulous brows. And this product is waterproof, so it lasts all day. The trick with this product that I found is that you just need to use a very little bit of product. You can totally use this product and still have your eyebrows looking semi-natural. You just have to use a very, very, very light hand. So I went with a very small amount of product. I mapped out the bottom part of my brow, and now I'm just going in with a very little bit of product again and just kind of doing little hair-like strokes to fill in between. Once I do that, again, using a small amount of product, I'll go ahead and kind of fill in my bald little spot there where my arch should be. And once I'm done filling in that bald spot, I'll do some hair-like strokes in that little bald area where I don't have any hair. And that's pretty much it with the pomade. The only advice I can give you guys, it's a lot of practice, but if you just use a light hand, brow pomades are the most amazing thing that were ever invented. Once I'm done filling in the brows, I'll take a little spoolie and kind of spoolie through, make sure everything's nice and blended, and I'll get rid of any harsh lines, especially that line that we put in the bottom. I always really like to spoolie that out really good because that harsh line can make your eyebrows look really, really, really harsh. Once I'm done with that, I like to fluff them over with my fingers just to pick up any extra product, and that's it. So now we're going to move on to highlighting, which is the third most important part of this whole look. This is the Becca Cosmetics Liquid Illuminator in the color Moonstone. I just took a small little bit on my hands, and now I'm using my finger to blend it out onto my cheekbones. So as you can see, I just keep pressing it in using my finger, using little patting motions until it's nice and blended out. Once I've got it down on my cheekbones, I'm going to move on to the tip of my nose and then blend it out. I'll also put a little bit right on my Cupid's bow. And then after I put it on my Cupid's bow, which I put a little bit too much, but it's okay. If you ever put too much liquid illuminator, it's not a big deal. It blends out. It's not the end of the world. We're just going to have a real pop in Cupid's bow, right? So now I'm going to put a little bit right on top of my eyebrows just to give my face an all-over glowy effect. If you're somebody that's very, very oily, I would recommend just putting it on a little bit on your cheekbones and skipping the rest of the face, because throughout the day you'll naturally, you know, get a little dewy. So now that we've got this nice natural dew going on, I'm going to set the liquid illuminator with a little bit of powder illuminator, just because since highlight is pretty much the only thing we have going with this look. I mean, we fixed up the skin a little bit. We've got brows, but the main part of this look is definitely the glow. So I want the glow to last all day, so I'm going to go ahead and set it with a little bit of powder. But as you can see, I'm setting it with a very little bit of powder. I'm not putting a lot. I just want to set it down to help it last a little bit longer. So now we're going to set the skin. This is the Pixie Glow Mist. But if you're somebody that's oily, I would totally skip that because as you saw, it has oil in it. And I would only use the Mario Badescu spray. So I'm going to spritz over my whole face with the Mario Badescu spray just to kind of help everything settle in and give an extra little burst of hydration to my skin. And now, because I like to be really glowy, I'm going to use this Pixie spray. But as you can see, I'm covering the middle of my face. I don't put this around my nose area or on the sides of my nose because that's where I tend to get oil. And that spray has oil in it. So even though it gives your skin a really nice luminous glow, you have to use it the right way, if that makes sense. So now for lips, I'm going to go in with a little bit of this Rosebud Salve lip balm, which is my favorite. And I'm just going to load up my lips with this to give them a nice glossy, just hydrated effect. If you want, you can do a little bit of gloss, but I usually don't. And then that is it, guys. This is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other video requests that you would like to see anytime soon, just please comment below and let me know what they are. I do want to film another summer makeup look, like a more going out summer makeup look. Obviously, this isn't something that I would wear out. If I was like at a beach or something, maybe, but for like a night out during the summer, I probably wouldn't wear this. But if you guys would like to see like my kind of like go-to summer going out look, just comment below and let me know. I'll totally do that for you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more of my videos, then just go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.